little messing around in the studio today. Just put in the holster here. Just working on some tracks I gotta send to a friend of mine so that they can work on their side of it. We're writing an album, band I was in the 90s, and we're now working remotely because these guys live an hour or so away from me. Geez, I hope my other computer doesn't keep making noises throughout here. So just got Reaper open. I got some tracks. This is the the ghost tracks where I wrote the song. Looks like we got drums, bass, vocal. Just gonna play it through. So the point here today is to zero these out, like make all the waves go to zero so that I can send the waves to them guys that live an hour from me, so he can suck them up via USB into he's got my Zoom Live L-Truck 20. Let's just see what we got here. I walk down to our sleep where we put our names on the sidewalk. Expected to see our names, but dang, they changed that sidewalk out. I guess we're on too long ago. I guess we're on too long ago. But dang, I would like to see that. All right, so that's not long enough. I'm gonna have to double them drums. Let me go back here. I just want to listen to and come back here and see what this is. I think the drums sound great. I walk down through our street where we put our names in the sidewalk. Expected to see our names, but dang, they changed that sidewalk out. Guess we were on too long ago. I guess we wrote them too long ago. I guess we wrote them too long ago. The time I really wanted to see them. It's not very long. What's the beginning of this track? I think there's like a whole bunch of songs I'd written. Better question why. Yeah, usually I would just set Reaper to record, and I would just write a bunch of songs in a session. Better question why. Slave and suffer, suffer and slave. It's a big bright lie you're living there. Walk through people, people walk through you. Some of them got big dreams, most of them don't know what to do. If you're just joining us, I'm just kind of working in the studio, getting some tracks ready. My old band from the 90s is getting back together just long enough to put another album out. So we're just going through some old songs, and I need to zero some tracks out and send them to them. Slave and suffer, suffer and slave. It's a big bright lie you're living there. Mr. Helper, I'm Mr. Helper. Call me Mr. Helper, I'm Mr. Helper. Yeah, usually I just this is an old session from I think 2018. Usually I just would turn on a Reaper session and start writing songs.
What's wrong with the social scene? What's wrong with the social scene? What's wrong with the social scene? What's wrong with the social? All the locals, throw your influence around. Who's the power that I sink to the floor? Who's to blame? Before I get my buzz.
What's this one?
Getting anything?
All right, so let's take a look at this song that we're gonna move. I don't know why I'm gonna hit save, but I'm gonna hit save anyway. If those drums sound familiar, it's Ticket to Ride. Ringo's Ticket to Ride. Check it again. Here. Says that living with me is bringing her down, yeah. She could never be free while I was around, yeah. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride. She don't care. And now you won't unhear that when we play the rest of the song.
I walked down through our old swing where we put our names in the sidewalk. Expected to see our names, but dang, they changed that sidewalk out. Guess we wrote them too long ago. I 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 guess we wrote them too long ago. But dang, I really wanted to see them.
So it's a song called Municipal Sidewalk Maintenance. It's a song about city sidewalk.
I walked down to our old street where we put our names in the sidewalk. Expected to see our names, but dang, they changed that sidewalk out. I guess we wrote them too long ago. I guess we wrote them too long ago. But dang, I would have liked to see that.
Hey, Mike, I see you commented there. I can't chat back very easily. I don't got the OBS going. I just got my phone on a tripod. Yeah, so if you're just joining us now, I'm just zeroing some tracks out to send. My old band from the 90s is getting back together just long enough to make an album. At least most of us are. We're a little under. We're not sure who our drummer's going to be. We've got frickin' 5 drummers to choose from. I know who I want, but the drummer I want's the least likely to do it. How do you, you know, isn't that always the way? Hey, check these drums out though. Nice. I'm making a bunch of shorts today. I've been cleaning up the studio, cleaning up the study, and testing very old equipment. Right on. Love that drum sound. Yeah, it's one of them Beat Buddy pedals, but I bought the Beatles Beats, so that's Ticket to Ride. Just check this out. She says that living with me is bringing her down. Yeah, she could never be free while I was around. Yeah, she's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride. So whoever we have play drums is going to have to play that. Now, we in my old band in the 90s, we had we had 4 drummers. Drummers weren't a problem in the 90s for some reason. There was good drummers around. So I don't know. I don't know who's going to drum. Also, my buddy's wife, my buddy I was in a band with, she's a really, really, really good drummer. She would be great. My only issue with her drumming on it is she wasn't an original member. So it's like, do I ignore all the other drummers we had for legit, back then and go, oh yeah, your wife can play. I mean, maybe that's what we do. It's probably just easier to get her to do it because she's available, Whereas these other drummers, it's like some Hollywood movie story where I have to like put on a trench coat and walk into some smoky bar somewhere and find some of these guys. I know where they all are. I can find them all, but it might just be easier to have my buddy's wife do it. So yeah, we wrote a song about a sidewalk. Basically, I walked down to my old street where we put our names in a sidewalk. I expected to see our names, but dang, they changed the sidewalk out. I guess we wrote them too long ago. It's just about me and my buddies writing our names in sidewalk and then going to this old street and looking, and the names were gone.
I walked down to our old street where we put our names in the sidewalk. Expected to see our names, but dang, they changed that sidewalk out. I guess we wrote them too long ago. I guess we wrote them too long ago. But dang, I would like to see that.
Mike says, I'd suggest seeing if any of the old drummers want to join. If not, then you're good to find a new one. Yeah, that's the thing. I hate to play favorites, but I got the guy in mind who I consider to be our main drummer, but he's in so many other bands that it's tough. And then I got, we had 4 drummers in our band. And then we've got my buddy's wife, who's very good. She was in cool bands in Toronto and stuff like that. So, or then Mike, we could always just give you a call too, right? I mean, there's drummers to be found. So I got to figure out, I don't want the song to be that short. I got 2 versions here. I got this version and this version. This is literally the 2018, Reaper session that I wrote this song in. You can actually hear me muddling through writing this song. That's how songs are wrote, right? As you find them. Let me go back here. You can hear the progression of me not just messing around, and then it turns into a song.
I walked down to our old street where we put our names in the sidewalk.
Hey, Mike, travel expenses. It's a I'd say the project doesn't really have any budget, but if it come to that, we'd come to you, man. We could, or I mean, for that matter, I mean, you got the setup. So yeah, either way, yeah, we'll have to see how this plays out. Well, I've been trying to get this project going since, well, the band sort of broke up in the year 2000, and I've been trying to get us back together since about 2018. So here we are, 2025. It's tough. So, but me sending these tracks to these guys is sort of the next step. Interesting, them hi-hat hits. That must have came off the Beat Buddy pedal, though.
I walked down to our street and we put our names to the sidewalk. Expected to see our names, but dang, they changed that sidewalk out.
All right, so I gotta make a decision here. I want the longer version of the song. So this little piece of drum is not big enough. It's not long enough. And I don't have the Beat Buddy pedal no more. I do have those Ringo. I do have those Beat Buddy. What do you call it? Get out of here, OBS. You're not going to run today, so just get it on my face. I do have the Beat Buddy drum beats somewhere, so I could technically take that Ticket to Ride beat and do whatever I want with it. If I go to downloads and I go to the Beatles and I go to Ticket to Ride, this is all, I don't know if the camera can see that. This is all the Ticket to Ride stuff I had bought. What happens on an Apple if I just click a MIDI file? Like, what would it possibly do with it? Let's go bridge, verse groove 1. What is Apple going to do with this file? What's going to bring it into GarageBand? Okay. And then what? I hook it to some drums. I mean, it's not going to know that it's a frickin'. Oh man, it does. Wow. There's something the PC can't do easily. I just clicked on a MIDI file, GarageBand opened it and started playing it like drums. That's pretty cool. The other thing I can do though is I can open it up in what you call it? Easy Drummer 3. I can find the damn thing. Blind anymore. Easy Drummer 3. Here we go. Export it to me and I'll see what I can come up with. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can send you that MIDI, Mike. Well, I should just send you the MIDI so you have them. I paid for them, eh? Like I bought all them. I've got, let's see what I got in here. I got Jimi Hendrix, John Bonham, Led Zeppelin, Nirvana, Pink Floyd, Standard, Beatles, Most Beloved Hits of All Time, and Vintage Ludwig. Like I paid for all these. So yeah, I should just send them to you. Which I will do because I got to do some FTP stuff later anyway to get these tracks to some buddies. So I gotta put some FTP space together later anyway. So when I throw these in the FTP, I'll send you a link. Let's go back to Easy Drummer for a moment here, and I'm gonna pull up my vintage, my beloved Steve Albini Rest in Peace kit. Where is it? Oh, I guess it's called Alt Rock. Alt Rock. I like the rock tape. Okay, and then I'm going to grab that Beatles riff, which is Beatles. Where is it? Ticket to Ride. Verse 3. Verse 1 groove. I'll just drop it down here into Easy Drummer 3. Import, yes, import the tempo as well. And I'm going to move it back, and I'm going to put it on repeat somehow. Repeat, should repeat. All right, let's see what this is going to do for me. something's wonky. Yeah, the notes are in the wrong place. It actually sounded better in GarageBand. The other thing I could do is I could play this MIDI file into my Alesis SR16. I have another drum program too, the BFD. That was called BFD. Addictive drums too. Let's see what that does. Been a while since I opened this. All right, and so my beats. Give me a beat. Oh boy. How do I tell it that I want it to open a certain beat? Audio and MIDI setup, refresh the library. I'm just going to try to drag and drop it on it, see what happens. Ticket to Ride. No, you can't do that. Oh, maybe I did. Oh, it did. It did. Still sounds wonky. My best bet is to make what's in Reaper already work in terms of the length of the song. So I'm just going to have to see here. Let's get Reaper to open up again. So I'm clicking on Reaper and it's not opening up. So that's very frustrating. Like, this is the fun that is Mac sometimes. OBS, get out of here. No one cares about you. Oh, now OBS wants to run. For God's sakes. I'm clicking on Reaper. Probably can't see my finger. I'm clicking on Reaper. It just doesn't want to open again. It's just had enough. Unreal. Unreal. This is great. OBS just keeps coming up. All right, activity monitor. This is insane, this. All right, OBS Studio can die. Get out of here. Reaper. It's here. Unreal. It just won't open. Like, it is open and it won't open. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. There it is. The fun that is Mac. All right. So this is a longer piece of drum that I don't mind. I think I want to see if the song fits there. So I got to time the song. So I'm going to take the guitar and the main vocal out so I can time it here. I walked down to our old street where we wrote our names on the sidewalk. I expected to see our names, but dang, they changed that sidewalk out. I guess we wrote them too long ago. I guess we wrote them too long ago. I guess we wrote them too long ago. But dang, I would have liked to see that. I walked down in town where there's time, circumstances, and medicine. I don't know. I can't, without getting them drums back, I really can't make the song longer. Well, Yeah, I can send them to you, Mike, and see what you can come up with. I didn't anticipate this problem today. I thought I was just gonna zero the tracks out and send it to friends. It really depends on how long of a song about sidewalks we want. I mean, it was just kind of a joke song to begin with. It wasn't supposed to be a 3-minute song. It was just supposed to be, haha, we wrote a song about sidewalk, you know? Let me just hit it again.
I walk down to our old street where we put our names to the sidewalk. Expected to see our names, but dang, they changed that sidewalk out. I guess we wrote them too long ago. I guess we wrote them too long ago. But dang, I would like to see them.
I walk down to our old street. And that's, I think, all I need to do is I need to exactly double the whole thing. It'll be not too long, but just long enough. Hey, Sir Kamikaze, Mr. Emperor Kamikaze. Let's see about doing that. So, let's just see here. Zoom up. I think if I just double it, it'll be long enough. At some point, this song will be irritating, so you don't want it too long. Let's see here. I'm just gonna... That's the very last beat right here. Boom, it's done. So you get cut. What was this last note here? Ooh. Cut. Yes, I think if I just double the song, it'll be the right length. So now I need to grab all these waves and copy them. And then I need to paste them here on the timeline. And then as one unit, I need to bring them in. Yep. But they got to be trimmed. Yeah, I'm going to have to trim them tight. Because I don't want that. I don't want that little roll at the beginning. So let's... It's got to be cut right here. These cuts don't have to be so precise. Delete. How's that sound? Yep, that slams it in nice. Okay, so now we are going to bring these guys back in. I don't know how much I care about how good it fits. Let's just see what it does here. Ooh, that is bad. Okay, so yeah, we do care about how it fits. And we've got a lot of overbleed here, so this is going to have to go. To trim that tighter than I thought. Kill. Okay, let's grab these. Bring them in. I know that's a little janky, a little off, but it might actually work. So let's go back in the song a little bit. It's not good enough. It's got to be tighter than that, which is no problem. Is it late or early? It's not bad, that. Let's try. Let's save it real quick.
Guess we wrote them too long ago. Guess we wrote them too long ago. But dang, would I like to see them. I walked down to our street and we put our names to the sidewalk. Expected to see our names, but dang, they changed that sidewalk out. I guess we wrote too long ago. I guess we wrote.
All right, so I'm just gonna see. I just want to hear the drums. That's all, just the drums. I want to hear what the drums do when they make that transition. It kind of works. Huh. There's this weird symbol, and then it kind of works. All right, so now I'm just gonna test the length of the whole song. Of course, I'm making all these decisions without the rest of the band here, so I'm just going to basically send this to them and go, what do you guys think of this? Let's go to the beginning of the song. You're just catching up. A band for mine from the 90s is making another album, finally. And so I wrote a song about a sidewalk. It was just supposed to be quick and kind of funny, because who writes a song about a sidewalk? And I'm just getting the tracks kind of zeroed out so that I can send them to them, because they live an hour from here, and then they can zero them out. They can suck them up into the Zoom Live L Track 20, which I've lent them, and then they can do their thing. All right, let's hear this thing.
I walked down to our street where we put our names to the sidewalk. Expected to see our names, but dang, they changed that sidewalk out. I guess we wrote them too long ago. I guess we wrote them too long ago. But dang, I would like to see them. I walked down to our street and we put our names to the sidewalk. Expected to see our names, but dang, they changed that sidewalk out. I guess we wrote them too long ago. I guess we wrote them too long ago. But dang, I would like to see them.
That for me is the proper length to that song. And I don't know what that length is. It's probably 2 minutes. Let's just see. Selection. Oh, is it only 1:14? That's fine. That's fine. It doesn't need to be a long song. It's not a great song. It's just kind of a joke. So now I need to zero it out. Luckily, Reaper has a great way to zero out waves to send to people. Not so luckily, I don't remember what it is, but I'll find it here. So let's just see if I can shift select these guys. Do a slice, cut, 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 cut. And I'm going to file save. And I'm going to try to get on.
I walked down to our street.
Yeah, that's good. I got to get this selection dead on. And this selection can go back here. And we're getting closer. And then I'm going to save. I have to pay attention. 16-bit or 24. Reaper tells me it's 24. So that's going to probably trick my friend up, because my friend is not technical. And I've been telling my friend to do everything 16-bit. Well, this is going to be a 24-bit song, because all these waves are 24. I'm pretty sure of it. If I go to the properties, which is easier said than done on a frickin' Mac, because I'm right-clicking and the properties isn't open. I got to get off this Mac, guys. I got to get off this Mac. Filmed our first music video like that as kids. That's super cool. Got my selection. Well, it's going to be a 24-bit song. There's no way around that. My buddy's just going to have to deal with it. So Reaper's got this feature called File. It's called Consolidate Export Tracks. You guys can't see where I'm pointing. Consolidate Export Tracks. And what it's going to let me do is zero all those out so my buddy can scoop them into the Zoom. So I'm going to consolidate the time selection of all the tracks. Sample rate 44.1. The wave bit depth will have to be 24-bit because I've already started that way. Consolidate to wave. To directory, I'm going to call it, I'm going to make a directory called flat and process it. And here we go. It's doing them. Supposedly it's done it. Let's go take a look in the Finder under the Seagate. I don't actually know which freaking directory I'm in, so that's no good. Can you take me to the directory I'm in, Reaper? Reaper, file. You really not going to take me to the directory I'm in? If I go to render, I can make it take me to that directory. No, I can't. Frack. Directory am I in? Volume Seagate. May 16th, 2018. Okay. Seagate. Here we go. Here we go. There should be a directory called flat. Here it is. Here we go. Now I'm going to open this Reaper session. This should be my flattened out, zeroed out waves. Yeah, thanks for not opening at all. Thanks for not opening at all. All right, I'll close Reaper. Got to get off this Mac, boys. This Mac doesn't do me any favors. Crap. That's all you've done? You didn't get rid of all the stuff ahead of time?
I walk down to Wall Street and we put our names in the sidewalk. Expected to see our...
Okay, I must have done something wrong, so I'm going to do another consolidation export tracks. I want the time selection. I want all the tracks. I want 44.1. I want wave files. I want 24-bit. Include the project file, embed the tempo, export the MIDI, output. Yeah, like, why are you not... Like, I don't know if it's why is it not trimming everything before that? This is what I don't understand. It should trim all this out. I mean, I guess I could do it. I just don't feel I should have to. It should do it for me. Fine, I'll do it. Delete. This track is some delay. I guess I better keep the delay track. Delete. No, I'm gonna toast the delay track. You go to, and then I'm gonna grab. Gotta get rid of this Mac. Grab all these. Fly them to 0. Come on, back to 0. Save. New time selection. Go to 0 for crying out loud. Go to 0. Really? Save. Command 1. All right. This should be zeroed out. Save. Let's hear this.
I walk down to Wall Street when we put our names in the sidewalk. Expected to see our but dang, they changed that sidewalk out. I guess we rode them too long ago.
All right, so this is what I wanted. So I'm going to save that, and I'm going to... Reaper has a feature called you can clean the project directory. What it does is it toasts out anything in the folder that doesn't make sense, like any like trimmings that don't need to be there. Just gonna make sure I'm in the right directory because it's a fairly dangerous command. It's going to remove any WAV files that don't need to be here. And then we're going to save, and then I'm going to come out of Reaper, and then I'm going to go back into Reaper and make sure that what I'm looking for is there. There, that's looking good. This is what I wanted. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nice WAV files from my buddy. 4 of them are mono, and the drum is a stereo track. I think the Zoom Live track L20 can handle that because he'll just have to bring them in on 17, 18, or 19, 20 on the Zoom Live L track 20 or stereo tracks. So let's open this bad boy again. I don't know why I have, for some reason I have 2 Reaper sessions now, which is super annoying. Which one's newer? 318 and 323. So I'm going to throw this one away. And I'm going to open this one. And this should be nice and neat, ready to go. Yep, look at that. Nice and neat, ready to go.
I walked down to Arnold Street when I put our names in the sidewalk. Expected to see our names, but dang, they changed that sidewalk out. I guess we rode them too long ago. I guess we rode them too long ago. But dang, I would have liked to see that. I walked down to Arnold Street.
So when I doubled the song, the skip in the middle is weird. It's a little off time. If we were doing this professionally, we'd have to fix that. It wouldn't be good enough. For what we do, it's good enough. It's a weird little quirk, a little transition where you can tell the 2 splits that I did meet, and it's fine. All right, so I'm going to save this, and that's about all I was looking to do today was get these WAV files lined up for my buddy so I can send them up to where he lives so he can suck them into the Zoom Live L track 20 so that he can record all his stuff on it. So yeah, that's all we're doing today in this session. I'm going to get some FTP space going so I can put this in the FTP to give it to him. And then Mike, I'll get you a copy of them drums too so you can mess with them as well. I'm going to put this stuff up there because there's a lot of MIDI files and things that are kind of cool that you might want to be into checking out. So, all right, if you're watching, Mike, Emperor Kamikaze, everybody, I'm going to sign out for now. I might be back in 10 minutes working on another song, but you guys have a good afternoon. If not, I got a DVD direct by Sony Burns from different sources. That's pretty cool. Well, I'm going to end the stream, guys, but have a good day if I don't talk to you. And if not, I might be seeing you again in 10 minutes or so. So talk to you guys later on. Talk to you later on, Numb Thumb. See ya.